Nest in the kingdom of Hollow Nest. The kingdom was made of bugs. This is what they look like. Hollow Nest was ruled by one king. He is called the Pale King. And Hollow Nest lived in peace until there was an infection. And it turns out the infection was caused by radiance. Guys, this is the radiance. The radiance was what caused the infection of Hollow Nest. But what if I tell you the radiance failed because the Pale King had support from who? I don't remember. It was like a white worm thing. Who was it, guys? Because of that intelligence, the radiance stopped because the infection would no longer work. He could not get the people on her side anymore. The radiance, she found a way to infect people through mind control. These bugs, they have a sense. And the Pale King, he was like, you know what I should do? I should create a bug that cannot be infected by that is completely immune to the radiance. And so he created something called vessels. And these are the little hollow knights that you see, you know? These are all the hollow knights that you see. And he made hundreds, thousands, a lot. And they were all failed creatures. He was trying to make a void. He was trying to make something that could not be infected through the brain because it would have no brain. And all of them failed. And he threw them all in the abyss. The Black Aryan Hollow Knight, if you play the Hollow Knight, he threw them in the abyss. And one of them worked. And you may recognize him if I draw this very accurate picture of him. That's the Hollow Knight, yes! This was the one successful vessel that was made successfully, or so he thought. But that's for the future. And the Pale King was happy. The Hollow Knight was able to successfully contain the radiance. The Pale King contained him in chains, hidden inside a big egg, protected by 3 dreamers, 3 balls. But one of them, oh, now they're boobs, but whatever, by 3 boobs. One of these 3 is important because one of these 3 had a certain relationship with the Pale King and made a baby. What if I told you that baby will be of importance to us for when we play Silksong? Who do you think that baby is? Hornet! Hornet was the daughter of the Pale King and another dreamer. Thus, Hornet existed. There we go. The containment could no longer be contained. The radiance was leaking out of the Hollow Knight. And it wasn't long before the infections began again. The Hollow Knight, although thinking that he was the succeeded vessel, turned out to be yet another failed vessel. Hornet met a certain knight. Who do you think the knight is? It's you. This is the knight you play as. The knight was one of the failed vessels who was able to climb back to the surface. Maybe a potential. The knight had a purpose to become the new successor of the vessel, to replace the Hollow Knight and to contain the radiance. That was its sole purpose. That's why it was made. The knight, not knowing what its purpose was, as you play Hollow Knight, you realize where you came from and where you spawned next to all the other failed vessels and why you were different. And why was it that you were made to become the successful vessel and to contain the evil that infected so many Hollow Nest bugs? That is you, the Knight. And that's the story of Hollow Knight.